Okay, thanks everybody for being here. Today's broadcast is about Title Builder. We're looking at it right now. It's Title, T-I-T-L-E dash, can't forget the dash, so title-builder.com. I probably should just write this up here really quick. I know it's kind of small up there in my address bar, so I'm going to put it here so you guys can see it better. There's the address, title-builder.com. And while you're looking at that and taking a note of it, let me tell you why we use this. A lot of times you hear me talk about the key to success on eBay when you're using retailers as your suppliers is speed, and I stand by that. I think of all the clients I've ever coached over the years, the good ones are always fast. They can always get a lot of listings up quickly. Now, some of you guys are thinking, I'm not there yet, right? I'm not very fast at this strategy, and that's okay. I don't expect everybody to be fast at the start, but you should be working toward, 5-minute listings or less. Okay, so that's usually the goal, and we focus on that and emphasize that right at the start. What you don't hear me talk about is, okay, now that your listings are quick, how good are your titles really? Now, some of you guys will do lengthy titles. What's the rule here, guys? How many characters does eBay allow you to have in your title? What's the number? I know some of you guys know this. You only get a certain number of characters. What's the limit? It's 80, right? 80 characters. 80 characters is not that many, okay? What's an example of an 80-character title? Well, let's do this. Let's pretend for just a second that we are selling a brown leather couch, okay? But I want to create an eBay title for it, so I'm going to go sofa, quality, maybe it's a sectional, classic, we're at 51, trendy, right? Like I'm listing this couch right now and I'm running out of ideas. Have you ever done this? Right? You're sitting down, you're creating a listing, and you literally are just running out of ideas. Let's actually find one that we can do this with. Let's go to Walmart, and let's pretend just for a minute that we're trying to do a listing. Perfect. Okay, we're selling this couch right here. And we've got to create a title quickly. So I'm going to look at the description of it. It's dark brown. Okay, that's good to know. So rather than brown, I'm going to put dark brown. Leather couch, sofa, quality, classic, trendy. It's top grain leather. Maybe that's good. Let's try that. How many characters? I'm at 71. Still need more. It's got some brass on it, curved arms. I don't know about curved arms in my title. Comfort, so maybe the word comfortable. Maybe try that. Okay, let's see where comfortable takes us. 83. So we can't have comfortable. It's not really a sectional. Let's pull that out. 74. That leaves us with 6 characters left. Maybe nice. 79. There you go. There's a title. Okay. Now, I sat there for a minute and had to kind of throw out ideas, didn't I? And it was tough because I wasn't sure exactly what to put in. I had to look at the product description. I had to come up with ideas off the top of my head. And then I would tell you guys just to list it. We didn't really analyze these keywords at all, did we? We didn't look at any tools or see if they were really the best keywords. So one of the things I look at, if a lot of you guys are doing retail drop shipping and your speed is improving, but you're not selling a high number of the items you list, I would encourage you to go back and look at your titles and see what we can do to improve the keywords there so that your traffic numbers increase on your listings. See, the better title you have, or I should say the better keywords you're using, equates to a better title, and better titles tend to get more visibility on eBay and also more clicks, right? And the more clicks you get, the more potential buyers you have, and the more potential buyers you have, the more sales you get, right? That's how the funnel works. So it all kind of starts right here. So that's why I bring up Title Builder, okay? So it's a free tool. You don't have to sign up. I think they've got like a paid title optimizer that, you know, they've got some ads that'll show up on the site. But as soon as you get here, the goal is usually you come and you just click on Title Builder up here at the very top, okay? So we'll do that. Okay, and then once you're here, notice really quick, a lot of times you'll get some ads that'll show up right here. Ignore them. Just use keywords right here. So I could put in brown leather couch, okay? I'm going to put in just some of the basic keywords that tells this tool what it is I'm selling, and then you do a search, okay? And what you're looking at then is this section right here and down, okay? Ignore this. This is how the site's making money. They've got ads. Ignore the social media. Ignore this. You just want to be looking at the search section and the extra section, okay? And a lot of times while you're doing listings, you could have this tool up in another window so you can quickly get ideas for keywords. So here's going to give me a bunch of suggestions. So here's your searched sections. So they're suggesting maybe sofa, futon, bed, and couch are some of the most commonly used ones in titles. Extras, which may or may not be applicable, but you could consider using, leather, brown, sleeper is used, modern is used a little bit, espresso is used, which would be another word for brown in a lot of ways. And that's the thing, it might not be exactly espresso, but you might use that keyword anyway, because somebody looking for that color of a couch may see this one and say, oh, that's what I like, that's what I want, right? Furniture, people are using the word furniture, convertible, anyway. So what you can do is you can use this because this system taps into eBay's titles and it will immediately tell you what's most commonly being used. And what I found a lot of my clients will do is in their haste to create titles quickly and get listings up quickly is they'll miss some pretty obvious good keywords. Now, did we miss anything here? Let's look. So we use sofa. And I'm not saying you have to use everything here in Title Builder, but you'll probably want to use a lot of it. Futon, this isn't exactly a futon, so I'm not going to use that. We're of course not going to use stuff that's not relevant. Leather we use, brown we use, sleeper it's not. It is real leather, so that wouldn't apply. It's not convertible. The word new is used a fair bit, but new is not a great word. It's not real specific. Furniture might be good. But I'm going to wait. It's kind of general and vague. Modern, I don't think this is exactly a modern couch. And that's the other thing, guys. Don't just put in a keyword because it's popular. Yes, modern might be used, and this tool is suggesting use the word modern, but is this couch modern? It's not, right? So even if I get people who are looking for a modern couch and this comes up, this is a little more classy. It's classic. This isn't going to be what they're looking for, so that's not going to be a good keyword phrase to have there. It's certainly not black, lounger, it's not. Now, you'll notice here, and I know this is real small on your screen, but it'll say living and it says room right here. Wouldn't be a bad idea to probably use that in the title. That I didn't think of. So I have to go back to my title and ask myself, okay, what do I eliminate here? Trendy, I don't think is a good keyword. Okay, it's not trendy necessarily. Nice is okay, but let's pull that. Let's see if we can put in living room. Yeah. See, now we're at 79, eliminating those others. So I got rid of 2 filler words. With a lot of you guys that I coach, I don't harp on you enough for this because I'm so interested in having you make speed what you really focus on. But we've got to improve the quality of our keyword choices here. You know, we may have missed out on a huge opportunity had I not used the words living room, right? And we can't say for sure because you've got to test it. And so a lot of times my recommendations will be list it, let it go for a month, and then relist it again. And if it's not getting a lot of views, consider adjusting your title and fixing some of the keywords. You can use a tool like Title Builder to help guide you in that. Now it's just one tool, and it's not the be-all, end-all. It's okay. You know, it's going to show you some ideas, some potential keywords that you may have missed. The ones at the top being the most popular, and then going down, becoming less and less popular. So your other option is to actually go right to eBay and look at some of your competitors. So I'm going to put in brown leather couch and do a search, and let me just look at what some other people are using that you know, for products that are similar to mine, of course. See if there's anything here that I may have missed. Not anything that I can see yet. No. Traditional could be a decent word. That I didn't think about. This one uses living room. Now, not all of these are very good titles, that's for sure. Look at this title right here. It's terrible. A lot of these titles aren't very good, and I'm not saying they should be or will be. This is where we're hoping we get an edge. But the truth is, if we're doing this, we just want to use this as an idea generator. And I can tell you guys, if you'll use the Title Builder tool in conjunction with, you know, looking at competitors and then just watching your own statistics. I mean, I can't tell you what the best keywords are. Sometimes I'll get an email that'll ask me to review a listing and specifically to look at the title, and it's like, all right, tell me what's, you know, are these the best keywords I can use? And I don't know. I mean, what happens is you get experience as you start working in an industry and you start to get an idea for what keywords are really going to push traffic to your listing. But a lot of times we don't know until you test it and get it listed and watch your statistics. And if your views are low, consider changing your keywords a little bit to see if that impacts it. That's all you can do. And if it doesn't, in the end, it doesn't sell, and you're not getting a lot of interest, scrap it and replace it with another product. And then speed factors in. But the reason why I'm making this one today is I think we get away from the quality sometimes. We're interested in big quantities of listings on eBay, but we forget that sometimes it's worthwhile to spend an extra few minutes just reviewing your titles to make sure you're on point with those, okay? And that's what I'd like you guys to do. So I feel like I've got a pretty good title now that, and I didn't do this. None of this was pre-screened, and we're doing this on the fly tonight. But I think this is a good title, and I would go with this, and I would use this for my listing. Okay. Notice it's 79 characters. Notice the formatting too on it. No dashes, no commas. I've got each word, and then I put a space in between each word, right? You have to do that. Some of you guys missed that for some reason. And it's just one giant run-on sentence, but that will be your most effective kind of title. And I know I've talked about this a lot in the past, but it's worth mentioning now. I hope this is helpful to you guys. Please review your listings. Make sure your titles fit a lot of the criteria that we talked about tonight, and you will see a difference in your listings. And one other thing to mention, with it now being early November, if you're not loading up on listings right now, you're doing it wrong, because this is the time of year that you need to have a lot of stuff posted. And I've noticed, even with just the clients that I'm working with right now, I've noticed a substantial increase in views, watchers, and sales in about the past week. Ever since Halloween ended, November is the time that people start thinking about the holidays, and shopping increases, and it will clear until the end of the year. So if you're not aggressively getting a lot of stuff posted on eBay, it's time to change that and focus on it, because there's not a better time of year. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to leave it with that. Thanks for being here tonight. We'll do a little more eBay training next week. Implement what we talked about today. We'll see you next time.